This is the last week of the year, a time to reflect, reset, after what has been an unexpectedly challenging and incredible year. My family visited for Christmas, and I filmed some moments from our fun week together. It was the perfect way to end the year. As the dark skies surround our little red house and the northern lights dance above, I found myself reflecting on this year. 2024 was a year full of surprises, some tough and some magical. I was exceptionally lucky to have been invited on trips to 2 new continents, Antarctica and Africa. Antarctica has always been my dream, my number 1 bucket list destination. I was completely mesmerised by the penguins and the landscape. I felt like I'd stepped into another world. And then Africa. I didn't expect to fall in love with the wildlife as much as I did. Gentle giants, playful pups, and experiencing the intensity of the circle of life. I'm very excited to share these new videos soon. But this year wasn't just about the big adventures. There were quiet moments too, watching red squirrels in the squirrel forest here in Sweden. This year also challenged me in ways I never expected. I've struggled with my health, being diagnosed with silent asthma, PCOS, endometriosis, and possibly a herniated disc. It's been tough, but it's also made me slow down and appreciate the quieter, softer moments in nature. And now, as we look ahead to 2025, I'm feeling excited. I've got a few projects in the works, more wildlife stories to tell, and a continued focus on inspiring you to connect with the natural world. Before I look back on this year, let me show you what I got up to with my family this week. It's starting to feel like a Christmas tradition now, going dog sledding.
We're going dog sledding.
I was a little worried about the lack of snow this December, but just a few days before my family arrived, we had a day of heavy snowfall. It was the perfect way to kick off the Christmas week.
We're about to go dog sledding. The dogs are very excited. My teammate is my sister, Charlie. We have 5 dogs, and I think we're about to go. Oh, so nice.
A few minutes into dog sledding, it suddenly got quiet, and I realised my sister had let go of the sleigh, and I was frantically trying to hold onto the sleigh and stop the dogs.
Oh my god, this is a workout. Alright, I can't drive, so alright, this is the first time trying a lot of things here. I'm still catching my breath when I went running where you all left me behind. I literally had my feet dug into the snow, like both of them, just to try and stop them.
We
and
tried
they
going
would not
uphill following five huskies.
So as we were going uphill, Charlie stopped holding on the sleigh, and I was
all
my
purposeful apparently.
And you know what? I didn't realise.
You didn't realise? I went flying behind you.
I was just like, wow, these dogs are really going now.
Fortunately, there was a snowmobile behind us that managed to catch the sleigh so we could continue.
They're running now. It's nice going through the trees. love to go to trees.
So good. Thank you, doggy. You're my favourite. You're so handsome.
I put a lot of effort into making the house feel as cosy as possible for Christmas. That evening, I told my family to drop absolutely everything they were doing and run out to see a glimpse of the Northern Lights.
We're going to the squirrel forest, and it's a bit late, but we might see Sylvester, who we saw yesterday. It's like coming into Narnia.
Right, what's this?
Wow.
I'm proud of that. So here we have a wild Danny. Having a walk. Daniconnorwild in the wild. Or a little.
I didn't actually film much during the Christmas days, but we celebrated a Swedish Christmas Eve with our neighbours, and then Christmas Day we had a more typical British roast dinner. And Juan got me a kick sled for Christmas, which will definitely feature in an upcoming video.
It looks so fun.
Yes.
I actually like it red. I think I prefer this red.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Are you ready to showcase your photography, start an online shop, or build your brand? With Squarespace, creating a professional website is simple and stunning. Choose from beautiful templates that can be customized with ease and take advantage of powerful analytics and e-commerce tools. Whether you're a creator, a small business, or just want a personal space online, Squarespace has you covered. Head to squarespace.com/daniconnorwild to save 10% off a new purchase of a website or a domain. On Christmas Eve, we said goodbye to the magical snow-covered forest as warm winds began to roll in, gently reshaping the landscape.
It's my family's last day here in Sweden. Today we're going for a walk over these river rapids, and there's all these different bridges that you can walk across. I don't think we'll see much wildlife, but I have seen some otter tracks. Ooh, slippery. All the snow melted from the trees the past couple of days, and it looks like spring again.
It's a bit worrying how many warm days we've had this December. Fingers crossed for a colder, snowier January.
I also almost lost my drone. I was flying it and it was losing battery quicker than usual, and it wanted to do an emergency landing in the river. So I managed to get it to the edge of the river, and Juan then had to get it, but it was actually all fine.
So usually this time of year I feel exhausted and I don't really start planning for the year ahead until maybe late January. But because I think the past week I haven't even opened my laptop, I actually feel rested and very motivated for the new year. So I thought I would share some highlights from this year, my favourite photos, favourite moments. I can't really pick my favourite photo, but I've got two and they are both in upcoming calendars. So this photo of Rue I love because it's such a unique moment to see a squirrel startled, tail right up, with a full pine cone in the mouth, and you can see that she's already gone through some of the layers to get the seeds. And this is my other favourite photo of this male Arctic fox, but I love this photo because of the purple flowers that surround him, and his fur is almost purple as well. His eyes match the yellow flowers, so I was really happy to capture this moment. But between the two, I'm not really sure which I like more. Maybe Rue. My favourite video of the year, I'm pretty sure, is the sleeping squirrels video. I had planned that obviously over a year in advance, and there were lots of challenging components, but I love the footage that I was able to capture, and it is an ongoing project, so hopefully I can capture more sleeping squirrels. I think in second place, the fourth episode of the Rue series, where Rue fully goes to the wild. I get teary even now when I watch it, and it was one of the most beautiful moments I've had with nature, and to have that all in video is very special. My favourite trip of the year is really challenging. I thought it would be Antarctica because it was my bucket list destination. I've always dreamed of going to Antarctica, penguins, the incredible landscape, and it did completely blow me away. But Africa surprised me and completely blew all expectations. There were some really magical moments, and I'm extremely excited to share those videos. My favourite wildlife encounter, it's either the baby Arctic foxes when we saw the blue and white morph together. I was so mesmerised by those Arctic fox cubs that I came back, and I'm desperate to go and find Arctic foxes again. There's something so special about those Arctic foxes. They're tiny, they survive on so little, just scavenged fish. They're stunning. In terms of trips next year, I don't have much planned. I have a trip to Greenland, which I'm excited and nervous about. It's going to be very remote, very wild, and I'm actually going there early to do a snowmobile course, so that's going to be fun. I really want to go back to the rainforest, maybe Peru or Costa Rica, and maybe spend a month just completely immersed in nature and make a really cinematic video diary about living in the rainforest. And I'd really like to make a video about volunteering at a wildlife rescue and maybe tie it with some conservation funding and work with my audience to save something or protect something. If you have any ideas, let me know. In terms of upcoming videos, January is going to be my new baby squirrel series. I know, baby squirrels. And yes, you heard that, plural, baby squirrels. And February will be Africa videos, which I'm very excited to edit. But what do you want to see? What are your favourite videos? Do you like the chilled Sweden videos? Do you like the wildlife adventure trips? Or do you like project videos like when I made the squirrel box or when I do a camera trap video? I'm feeling pretty optimistic and motivated for the coming year. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. A massive thank you and warm hug to all my patrons. I'm so grateful for our community and you guys are amazing at keeping secrets. And of course, thank you to my audience on YouTube. But I think that's all for now. I will see you next week with episode 1 of a Baby Squirrels series. And thanks for watching. Bye.